My hair is getting long and gray. I'm rolling way outside my comfort zone for y'all right now. So a lot of people ask me, how do you poop and how do you pee? Well, first things first. You always want to stay sterile. Well, clean, I don't know. Wash your hands, something. But I go through gloves just because I feel like it's easier. I feel more like a professional. So, peeing, urinating. You have to these are what I use, or what the doctors told me to use. I'm wasting one right now. This is a catheter. I self-catheterize to pee. And this whole thing from here to probably like right here, this much goes inside me. And then it's got can you see it? It's got eyelets in there. So when it's in the bladder, it just drains the urine through there. And then, I pee into a container, like a urinal. But yeah, that's that. I actually just had a urology appointment because I was having some like frequency issues, which paraplegics are very susceptible. Anybody that self-caths is very susceptible to urinary tract infection, because we stick foreign objects in our urethra every day. I mean, duh, we're going to get bacteria in there somehow. Doesn't matter if you think you're super clean before you go in. There's bacteria on the inside of your urethral walls that you're pushing into your bladder. So UTIs, urinary tract infections, are very common. I don't necessarily experience maybe an infection so much as I do bladder spasms. I think once there's some kind of any bacteria or foreign items in the bladder, I think maybe the body tries to push them out. So maybe that's where I experience bladder spasms. I'm not a doctor. Don't use this as medical advice. But yeah, when you get bladder spasms, anything you drink goes right through you. Like you think you're going to make it to the bathroom so you can put the cath in, and it just doesn't happen. I was on generic ditropan, I think oxybutynin, and it helps with frequency. And then macrobid or macrodantin, I think, was more of like an antibiotic to help prevent infections. They took me off the macrobid because, or nitrofurantoin, because it, I guess, was known to cause kidney problems. And ever since they took me off of that, I've had like leaking issues. Another fun fact, so started wearing a diaper a couple of years ago, and it's like, now I can't stop. It's like one of those things. Becomes like an everyday habit. Like, whatever. Moving on. I'm going to give you my secret. Not really a secret, but... so, they tell you, keep a stool softener on you just to help, prevent constipation and stuff. When I was using a stool softener, it was a little easier to have an accident, obviously. So I stopped taking them. And instead of going every day, every morning, it got very tedious and it got painful. So then I kind of slowed it down to every other day. And you have to use a suppository or enema. I don't really use enemas. So every other day I use a suppository. I've tried like the Fleet brand, I've tried generic brands, and a lot of them just don't work. So I'm going to tell you what I use, and they work. They're amazing. They will clear you out. Yes, they are a little pricey, but that's something that, I'm willing to do because it's something that makes my life a little easier, paying for convenience. These things, it's Spicicodal. This brand is called the Magic Bullet. I will put a link below. No, I'm not sponsored. That'd be kind of cool though. Yeah, we'll pay you to tell people to put this stuff in your butt. It's called the Magic Bullet, and just that, they're like a magic bullet. Cleans you out. Typically, I guess depending on my physical activity, not that I get a lot the day before, or what I've eaten or drank prior, obviously is going to help affect time. But just like a bullet, man. They come individually wrapped, and you pop that thing up there, and in like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes longer, and you're off to the races. Obviously, I'm like paranoid. I hate having accidents, number 2, specifically, because it can get messy. Imagine like a 225-pound baby. Yeah. Bowel movements can take anywhere from like an hour to 2 to 3 hours sometimes. Again, depending on how your body's feeling that day. I think there's just a lot that goes into it. No, again, I'm not a doctor, so don't take any of my advice as professional medical advice. If you are having problems or anything like that, you should probably go see a doctor. I wish I was a doctor. So far with the stuff I've tried, that makes pooping the fastest and easiest. Also, after you get that up there, it'll clear you out, but you still have to glove up. I already took the glove off, but you still have to glove up. And what they should teach you in the hospital, DigiStim, short for digital stimulation, basically where you put your finger up there and twirl it all about. It stimulates your rectal muscle that helps push out the poop. But yeah, that's life. Also, another thing to help, it's like pre-workout for my bowel movement, coffee.